Oh, hey. I didn't know I was streaming. Usually you can start broadcast first and then start streaming, and I thought that's what I did. But apparently I started streaming. One sec, I start music for you. Have to share my links on the Discord. I usually have a whole little intro and everything, and I messed it up. Oh well. I'm just sharing the links on Discord, and I'll get started. There we go. Get out of the way. I know, I'm sorry. I can start it, but I'm already here. Whatever. I usually use it for 2 minutes to copy the link and put it out in the Discord. So anyway, hey Wander, I'm doing another little oceanscape again. I think I figured out a good way to do waves crashing, so I wanted to try it. So there's my picture. I don't know why I drew it in portrait mode though. Um, I'll be doing this wide. So more like this. Like that. And then rocks or something here. I don't want that high up. Rocks or something here. And a little lighthouse. I'm gonna try to see if I can mask over a little light and do the background in 2 layers. You can see what I mean. And have a little coastline kind of going this way. So anyway, that's what I'm planning on doing. No, I gotta sharpen my pencil. Give people a minute to pop in, I guess. I don't use a normal pencil sharpener like a normal person. I use a knife and kind of whittle it down. So how are you guys tonight? It was actually pretty warm out in my neck of the woods. Probably the first day this year where I could wear shorts. You do too with sharpen your pencil. Yeah, I kind of take this. I like this little knife for it and just kind of slowly push it across. Corey, smokes. Let's go. Hey, Greg. Welcome. Need that for a bit. I can probably zoom in a bit closer. Why are people making TVs? I don't understand. Because of my profile? You guys call me a robot? I get called a lot of stuff on from you guys lately. I get called an alien a lot. Horrible. What am I doing? This is where I'm gonna put hopefully a good wave. You guys probably can't see that. I try to get through the pencils quick so I can get to the inking where everyone can see. I'm gonna make that a bit more subtle. I don't know if I want to right at the horizon line. That's probably a bad idea. Did you play many games of push the button? I only played a few, and I got to be an alien twice. No, 3 times. But the third time, Phantom shut down the game. Never got to finish. Hey, Joey. As Alex says, I'm judge, jury, and executioner. I don't think I've been alien 3 times, and I don't think I've been sent out into space once. So that's pretty good. That house a little smaller. Maybe a little railing there. I bet Joy is sneaky. She is actually. Me and Joy were aliens for one round. Me and Joy made a good team, actually. I thought so. I was the only one talking to Phantom on Discord, and I was asking him. I was like, "So what happens? What kind of questions do you get when you're an alien?" And they still didn't catch on. It's fun when you're an alien and you see someone saying that they suspect you, or they suspect the other person that's an alien, and then you can see that person hacking them. You got double played by the person literally in the same room as you, and the one person talking to you through voice chat. It was the perfect crime. I got a little tangent going there. Waves, I need to kind of curve in like this. No, the bend more. The hardest part is going to be the rocks, I'm thinking. I'll have to read the chat for a while. I have to catch up. Oh no, head butting. I had a nephew who was really bad when he was young. Like, and you picked him up, and he would kind of just fling his head around recklessly without thinking and headbutt you all the time. I drew that in so light, my eraser, I almost took it right out. I'm gonna try my white ink tonight too, because it's gonna need lots of highlights for those rocks. Anyway, that's enough. Hey, she's out class. Thanks for stopping in. I just finished sketching with the pencil that you can barely see and starting inking, so it came at a good time. The paper towel. Oh, my music stopped? I don't know why that happened. It says repeat. I've been tired the last few days from allergies. Spring just kind of hit, so my sinuses get bad. And not only does it give me headaches, then it also makes it hard to sleep, which also gives me headaches. Uh, Allergies are killing me too, man. They're migraine. So I get where my sinuses fill up, and that gives me headaches. And I know that's what it's from because it's headaches. They move around. But then also, I end up waking up at night because both my nostrils be like clogged solid, and yeah, I'll wake up just in the middle of the night, like feeling like I'm suffocating. Time to change heads. Yeah, I find once you start getting yourself going, then it's easy. It's just trying to get in the mood. I never been on TikTok, both on it, streaming or watching anything ever. shouldn't have started on the right side of the page. I'm gonna regret this later. In a meeting with a social media expert. Maybe Prism will let you stream without needing the restrictions. I have to look up, there's little things that go underneath there. I don't know what they are. Or how to draw them. Because Prism will let you. It's the same thing for YouTube, isn't it? You're actually supposed to have a certain amount of followers or something first. Oh, okay. Not sure how I feel about these rocks. So the waves going in like that. Oh, okay. And stuff like that and it's really scary. Um, Never mind, I was wrong. There's no TikTok? Oh, but I seen TikTok on mine. What's Nightbox? To be honest, I'm not too sure, but it's like AI. It will send messages in your chat prompting your other. Okay, like a advertisement bot. I've seen those before. Yeah, I've seen those on other people's chats before. Now that you mention it, I even seen one before for a programmer. He's making his own like 3D engine, and if you ask him questions, it will actually like if you say, you have a job programming, it will actually answer for you and tell you like, oh yes, he does this at this place professionally. Answer like personal questions, which is what probably makes it more than just a bot. Can't draw something surreal and monstrous. Join the dark side. I draw lots of like creepy atmospheres and stuff, haunted houses and cemeteries. I love the movie The Thing. The old original one, anyway. Not the 50s original. The John Carpenter original. They remade it with CGI in the, I don't know, 20 teens or whatever. Yeah, I never seen it. I just know I would hate it. Yeah, the hard part is drawing the waves crashing here. And then I have to be able to do it in a way where I can easily separate the rocks from the crash waves. Oh, the chest shock scene is amazing. I also like the one where they're testing the blood. It was a cool idea. It's actually a fake hand holding the little blood tray. If you drink a coffee, consider this. I'm gonna have two lines coming out here, and I'm gonna do one light watercolor wash over all of it, mask this off, and then do in the darker ones to make it a night scene. Let's see how that works. There, I got my phone as a camera too, although it kills the battery. You get a bit of a better view on stuff. So that's where I have to figure out how to get the waves crashing looking good, which is going to be tough. Yes, they are. You totally. Kent Originals. The Canadian thing. You're enjoying the music, Itola? Itoli? I can't hear it. I'm actually listening to real music that's copyrighted with headphones on. I have about, I think, 40 minutes of music, or 15 minutes now. I need to keep making more music to fill up these live streams, which average at about 2 hours. Where am I at anyway? 50 minutes. We're at 26 views, 6 concurrent viewers. Yeah, we need to get Bozo in here. Bozo was the guy spitting the multi-syllable rap freestyles of Phantom's channel. I got ink on my fingernail. What headphones? These are one audio. They're supposed to be studio monitors, but I do find the bass is kind of loud on them. But I like them because you can actually have Bluetooth in one, and then plug in this one and have two different things going. So when you're making music, it works good as like a reference, where you can have another song going, mix in mono, and make sure that you know, your volumes are close to what you want them to be. These were cheaper ones. These were, I think, like maybe $60 at the most. And you can get replacements for little pads. They're good, I guess, for budget headphones. I'm gonna pencil a bit more detail into that, just to make sure I know what I'm... I also have a good page here for reference for drawing waves on Pinterest. Actually, I can show you. This is what I'm going to try to use to do the waves crashing against the rocks. It's a good little method. Basically making a cylinder and then wrapping the water around it. I'm kind of nervous having that camera on the phone because I know it's only a matter of time until I hit the reverse button on accident. And then there'll be a face reveal. And everyone will unsubscribe or they bend the cylinders, yeah. It's what drawing really is, right? It's breaking things down to basic shapes and then learning how to shape basic shapes and how to draw detail that fakes perspective. Because you're really only getting the big basic shapes perspective considered. Texture and stuff is just kind of drawing a fake flat illusion of dimensions and perspective on top of the big shape. At least that's how I see drawing anyway. I'm kind of lazy, so. Depends on what scale you draw it, I guess. I'm dreading doing these rocks. It's a handsome young man. You wouldn't know. Out of those three things you call me, handsome, young, and man, only one of them are correct. Handsome. So you're saying I'm not a man? Sharpen my pencil. If anybody's wondering what I'm doing. Robot / alien. So one or the other, or both. Alright, let's get some cylinders in the mix here. So they're not just hitting it that way, they're kind of swooshing in. So I would picture it this direction. If that cylinder's that big, I have to kind of scale up the other ones. Maybe I put Peter out here. This way. So that would have to be flatter. So it's kind of facing the camera. The camera, you know what I mean? The viewer. I had a quelling argument. Graphic the piece maker. Hence my knife and moose back, eh? make that smaller and have it kind of die out with this one. I think that ink, I find, after you've used it a few times, it kind of starts to get clunky, clog up the tip. You have to make sure it's stirred all the time. But I need pointed edges there. Do some work, but I don't think it would look too bad once it's painted, to be honest. I think this low-key painting real places he said, why is that? How'd you know? Maybe it's not places I've hidden bodies, but I have like one of those psychics. I'm seeing places other where murders occur. pen nibs get really dull. Scratchy. It's a rocket away. I go down. See, the fifth. Oh wait, I forgot you're Canadian. The Bill of Rights don't exist over there. No, we have. Geez, I forget what it's called already. I used to know. I was just talking about it the other day. Canadian laws. Not that. The Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. That's our main, like, constitution equivalent, I guess. Well, it's for your rights and your freedoms. And it's a charter that's Canadian. Ricky and Trailer Park Boys, because that's the one where it's the People's Act of Voices and Choices. People always say at the border you have to be like really careful with the American side because they're apt to ban you. I wouldn't think pepper spray would be a big deal. I guess they still have to stop people. I need to get more of these nibs. Hunt 107. So if anybody knows the Hunt company owner, tell him I'm promoting his products and they should send me free ones. That's really all I want out of this streaming on YouTube. It's just for companies to send me free stuff. waves are looking great, thank you. They told me it would have been fine if it were beer spray, but my pepper spray had to go. Hmm. There must be a law like any human, even if it's in self-defense, isn't allowed. I don't feel like I would want people taking, pepper spray away from people, especially tourists and stuff. Young women traveling alone. Or old women, I guess. Nothing against older women. I don't know why I specified there. Jemina syrup for waffles were the days. Nowadays, running on tuna and porking Muir, I don't even know what that is, ramen noodles. To remember what I used last night to paint these, the water. Came out looking nice with the ink. Some colors, especially if they like granulate, they don't look good with hatching. Also with shading, they kind of fight with each other. It's a steep one. Not a big fan of cross hatching, but I do like normal hatching, where you just kind of go in the direction of things. Helps kind of give the feeling of motion, I think. Gotta go, heading to work, be back in 20 minutes. Cool, man. Now I want waffles. I might, when I finish inking this water, I might go grab a chocolate bar. A snack. This also isn't the greatest paper to use with nibs. The texture in the watercolor paper kind of snag at the end of your pen. Some paper just isn't good for how sharp a nib is. I got some really good paper at Michael's the other day. Their Artist Loft brand. It was marker paper. And it's not super heavy, but it could handle, like, light watercolor wash or ink wash, but it's super smooth. That's what I like about it. I remember how I ended it when I did it last night at this one. It just kind of drifted into straight lines. remember there's some water back there. Well, I think that's it for the water. With some more here. But really just an outline for one. So I guess in this, the light's mainly coming from the tower. So it's kind of coming this way. So it's going to be these sides of the waves that should be shadowed. And also the inside of this, which it should be anyway. But makes it a bit easier to work with it. Just put it in the rest. Here's where we're at now. Next is probably clearer of a camera phone. Actually, should erase that. Probably see it a lot. So I'll be watercolor painting it to separate the rocks and the water there. So that should help. I think that came out pretty well. The last one I did, it was a little bit too like gritty, I think. Gritty as in not TT, like as if the waves looked like they were all connected like a grid. And they kind of do now, but that's only because that part's separated. That's going to be painted blue, where these will be white. So, a bit more realistic and realistic than the other one I did last night. I think it's going to come out alright, in my opinion. Anyway, I'm going to take a short break, and I'll be back in about 2 minutes. Forgot to turn my mic on. I'm back now. Actually, I'll turn it off while I'm chilling, eating my little snack. Sorry, I forgot my mic was off. I muted it while I was eating the coffee crisp bar. I forgot to turn it back on. Almost time. I'm gonna do a bit more hatching around here, and then I'm going to paint in some solids on these rocks down here. Solid blacks. And then it's time to paint. Once I paint it, you'll be able to separate these different elements a lot better. Because right now, the rocks and the waves kind of blend into each other. But I'll probably do these more of a brown. These a blue, obviously. Why you're shaking your head? Oh, because I forgot to unmute the mic. Yeah, I'm muting it so I'm not chewing on the mic. Yeah, I'm joking on the mic. I'm up to 45 viewers so far. One of my less viewed ones in a while, actually. It's okay. A lot of this is probably going to get completely blacked out. But I still like to put the hatching in there just so I can picture how these planes on these rocks are broken up. Really try to remember that this isn't a wave. Yeah, I haven't seen Meath on all night. Maybe I won't black that out. I kind of like how it looks. Weed's probably in school or something. I also haven't seen cheese on. Although I left a comment the other day about being in school and busy with school. Really don't want to cut that much off. Maybe I'll cut this again. That's almost useless how skin shape is. Same with this one. This one's even worse. Close. I need the tape later. I'm gonna have a little like a beam coming out of this. Why are you never using tape again? Did you rip your paper? Because I had it rip a little bit, but never anything major, so maybe it's the type of tape you're using. Because this is Bristol for on this picture I did last night. I did that by cutting the same green tape. This is just cheap, like painter's tape from the dollar store. Cutting it in a circle with my little hobby knife and sticking it right in the middle of the picture. And then I just kind of had to slide the knife under to peel it off. And it worked great. I'm gonna do one layer of the water and shadows first, maybe. Except for like the dark. I might do dark to light, or at least do an underlay for shadows. An underwash, I should say. Got too much stuff on my desk. Oh yeah, Scotch tape wouldn't. This is actually painter's tape, like I said, from the dollar store, like $4 a row, but it's specifically made to be tacky and not too sticky. I'm hoping to get this as a night scene, and then using this to carve out some highlights and make some stars, like you did the other night, actually. Every few layers of waves I go up, I'm going to add a bit more water, and hopefully that will make it look like it's getting lighter as I go up. background brush for that one. We've reached that part of the stream where the chat dies down to completely dead. I'm here, but I'm worried. Yeah, that's cool, man. I appreciate you it up. Usually, actually, it happens with mine much earlier. No, the sunset in this one. craft brush. Alec wasn't on tonight either. Okay. I'm gonna have to start taking tallies. People missing attendance. Oh, okay. So do you have any plans for tomorrow, the weekend? Working stream. Oh, cool. Six Flags. I see commercials for Six Flags, but I never been at one. Whoa, those waves look awesome on the computer screen. The depth really looks a lot better than it is in real life. No. I might stream some more, make up for the last week, because I'm finally starting to feel better. I said, allergies, really. It's my sinuses, but it gives me headaches from both my sinuses being filled and causing me not to sleep. And they're starting to clear out now, so. And I was drawing the whole time, so. It's not like I want to get my practice in, I guess. One thing I really like about streaming is that it keeps me here finishing a whole picture in one sitting. I find if I'm not streaming, I'll like do one per inking, then I'll go and I'll do something else. Then I'll come back and I'll paint some of it and go do something else. And when I know people are watching, I tend to want to sit down and finish it, which I like doing. Maybe stream some, get some more actually finished compositions in. Stream earlier in the day. I could probably get some, more East Coast people on the same time zone as me. Or even some UK people. I usually don't take anything for it. I find after all these years, there's nothing really that clears it out. Or if I do take Claritin, it does it temporarily, then comes back worse. The worst thing you can do is get nose spray. I find that stuff is just, it's like you get a little break, and in exchange you get it 10 times worth in 2 days or so. There's one guy I seen, he does people's names in graffiti, and he streams like that. I had to unsubscribe from him actually, because I just got sick of every day he'd stream constantly, keep disconnecting. So all my subscriptions were just constantly him starting those streams. And like he'd do art for a bit, and then he'd stream himself, like just sitting down watching TV, and then stream himself taking his bike, driving to the store. You're just like living your whole life with this guy. I think there's a lot of lonely adults out there who probably stream just have people to talk to. They're probably the type to do stuff like that. That's it for the water. It's a little more blue on my picture, but it's gray on the stream, and it actually kind of looks better. I wish I did it a little bit more gray in it. I'm talking about you. You don't stream your whole life walking around, do you? Going to the store. I mean, this guy, like, streams himself, you can hear him sitting down watching movies and cameras just like pointed down. Or do you mean something that people attack to on the internet? That's a little different. There's the crashing waves. Still not exactly to my liking, but they're getting there. Actually, I'll get the old handy cam. This looks a bit clearer. Although now it's freezing. You don't stream all day. You don't stream your life. Not that I know about. Unless you have another stream where you just carry your thing around to the store and watch TV. Yeah, there's where the waves are crashing. I feel like I need a bit darker shadow just under there. Make it darker than those waves. I'm using Video Ninja for that on my phone. Lets you turn your phone basically into a camera over your Wi-Fi, but then that's why it has why the connection's lagging. I'm gonna flip just a touch of gray in here while I still got that same blue. Although it's pretty watered down now. Anyway, that artist I was talking about, he's the same guy I seen where people he draws your name in graffiti on paper, and when you unsubscribe from him, he makes shorts where he goes out and like he lives in an apartment in a city with a fire escape. He just kind of stands out in the fire escape and lights them on fire and lets them disintegrate in the air. You should do that with people's tallies when they unsubscribe to you. Make a big show of burning their tallies. Yeah, but you're doing something when you go live, is my point. Even if you were, gaming. There's a lot of streamers who do that. And a lot of it too, I noticed, you can't even see who actually even subbed to you if they have it set to private. There was a girl I had to go back into one of my streams to find her names because she said she subbed to me. And I couldn't find her, but I could see where the number went up. He did the names in a cool way. It was just that's all he did. I think he does graffiti, but he doesn't have much of that on his YouTube channel. My burnt umbra and burnt sienna kind of look the same. Haynes Gray, which takes right over. Mind a little bit of brush texture on the rocks. If anything, it helps a bit. Oh, there's wheat. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. And thanks for joining the stream. Well, Eric, fresh seat. It looks a lot nicer now that I have the blue rocks in the blue ocean. They kind of blended in before. One second. I'll employ the good camera. It's a little laggy, but you can see a bit better. And there's where the sea is supposed to be crashing into the rocks there. I have to learn how to draw a boat good. That's my next thing. There's you guys. And there's I just created a paradox. It's about the same here, except the third part is mandatory, and you don't have to pay extra for it. I got a person messaged me on Instagram the other day, and they sent a message like, "Oh, we really like your picture. It's next level. We want to ask you a few questions about your art." And I looked at their channel, and it was all pictures of like you could tell art from all different artists. So I was thinking, oh, maybe this is a channel where they come across good pictures they like and they feature it, and I'll get access, get exposure to people they have on their fan base. So I told them, I was like, I did art all my life. I don't really take it that seriously, though. More of a hobby. And then they gave me this like 5-paragraph, you could tell, copy and pasted thing about how for only a very small fee I can pay them, and they'll show me how to run my art social media, and I can get the first months as a free trial for free. I was thinking, of course, it's always a catch. It's always about money. I streamed before on Twitch making beats, and the same type of thing happened there where like I'd make a video just showing people how to do something like, I don't know, put a phaser on bass, and then I'd get messages afterwards from people like, oh, I bet within that song, if you join my network, you could be on the Billboard charts by the end of the month. It's like, it wasn't even a song, buddy. I don't know if it's a scammer, but I wouldn't pay for it. But they'll obviously, it doesn't matter whether they think your art's good or not. They'll just take your money and send you a bunch of stuff they probably have, where they say stuff everyone already knows what to do to get big on social media. If their services were that good, why are they sending messages to people with 25 subscribers on Instagram? They probably should have put a few more rocks. I think blocking it there, but oh well. I like how this painting's coming. I need to figure out what I'm doing with that. Probably a gray. gray, white, some brown. And then I'm going to need a lot of yellow for this part. Yeah, what's your art style? Portrait's kind of cartoonish. The cartoonish elements is often what, you get to apply your own personality into the most. That's why I kind of like illustrative style. Yeah, you should try getting the one I like the most. These two is G pen. That gives you a lot of flexibility, and this is a Hunt 107, which gives me, it's the one I use the most, and I get these really thin lines. With the little one, the Hunt, you kind of have to apply a lot of pressure to get thicker lines, so it's not like something you can do on accident. The G pen is a lot more like a brush, where you don't have to add much more pressure to get, thicker lines. It's cool you can buy a dip pen from your school, if that's what you mean by an inking pen. What do you have for homework? Got it from that. Yeah. Get this stuff in. What? My desk is way too small for all the stuff I got going on. Oh, it's not my camera over there. The tool is that's good that they're easy. No, I just let it dry on its own and it always comes out good for me. I was thinking about getting a hair dryer though, just for when I'm wet stuff. So you don't have to wait for the sky to dry before putting on, like, shading for clouds. A little bit of red. I don't want to get the same blue color twice. One trick I learned for taking the tape off is just always pull away from the side and not straight up. Go that way. And that always worked for me. I've had it rip just a little bit, but never like any art underneath it. The only time that ever happened to me was with masking fluid. It was actually a lighthouse, and I put masking fluid over the lighthouse. And when I took it off, the whole paint, like the whole picture of the lighthouse underneath it, just came right off. I'd say ink and ink washes is my favorite that I find the funnest to work with. But ink wash is a lot like watercolor. My favorite probably though, if I had to like pick just a medium, it would probably just be pen and ink. I really like the feel of ink on like bristle board. It just feels right. Five people in your country? What about five people? That's how many people live in your whole country. 5 people in your country won a medal? What for? Way too much. All have COVID? Well, that's not too bad. That's better than probably most countries. There's people, measles is on the go now. It made it up into Canada. I believe it started in Texas, was the main place. Although most people my age have their 2 measles shots. But not everybody. I say it's probably going to be bad too. I don't want too much dark color there. I'm not sure if I'm liking the sky. Today it was hot. It was, well, hot for me, like 15 degrees Celsius. Like I was able to wear shorts and a t-shirt today, although it cooled off this afternoon. Or this evening, I should say. I feel like I got the sky really good, or the sea really good, so I had to mess up the sky, of course. Maybe a bit more red. I don't know if this is helping. Actually, I might just be making it worse. I'm not doing anything. Well, it's shorts weather for me. Another brush it around. We gotta wait for that sky to dry, and I'll be finishing it off. Hey Joy, and see you week. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Oh, a little line there. See how clean that tape worked? I end up wasting a lot of paint. I just overusing it. So, you mentioned it before, you still work at the same place that Joy works? Or did you say that? Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. Thanks, Joy. Same place, same time? When you have a little baby phantom, you will have to start taking different hours. I wonder if I can soften this a bit. Probably gonna turn green when it mixes with the blue. We do everything together. We clean 6 different buildings in one day, and we go to each one together. Pretty good deal. I used to work cleaning a call center. My dad knew the guy, and around Christmas I got really busy. So mainly my job was taking out garbage, buffing floors. But I only worked at the one building. He owned like a cleaning company where they like contracted out. I guess that's what you guys are doing. Do you work for like a cleaning company that has a contract with those buildings? Or is it like the same person owns the buildings? Or you just kind of do a freelance? You know what? That's not coming out too bad. It's kind of has a ghostly feel to it. Like the edges of the lights, the way it fades. I don't know if he does it anymore. Trying to just break up this little part here. I didn't mind doing it though. I really used to like buffing the floors. I had to buff the cafeteria, and I would just put earbuds in and just kind of listen to music, put all the chairs up on the table, and kind of zone out buffing the floors. What I didn't like was collecting the garbage because it was a call center, right? So it was like all these cubicles, one after another. And it just one of those things where you have to keep stand up, take a few steps, bend down. Stand up, take a few steps, bend down. At least when you did buffing the floors, you were kind of you stood up and pushed the thing around, and that was it. I think I might call this one done. I got a feeling anything else I add after this is overworking it. I want to brighten that up just a little bit. Well, every painting I have something about it that I consider a mistake and I don't like. And for this one, I didn't really separate the sky very well from the sea. But other than that, I really liked how it came out, actually, for a change. Well, I could use a bit of shading in there, actually. Oh shit. Payne's Gray is a very high pigment paint. You don't need a lot. I'll get my phone in a second and show you from my phone. That's a bit clearer. The phone cam. Well, I'm at 3 hours. It's midnight here. I always seem to stream at 9 because it's always midnight after 3 hours. But I think when the call is done, still has a little bit of drying to do there. But I can take this tape off. I'm a little scared with this real tiny thin tape. There we go. So 1 second, I'll get the old I don't know what happened to 2 hour streams. They're taking me too long to finish. But there's the probably a better look at the finished product. I kind of like how that blurs in and then kind of straightens out. Something with my hand. There we go. I like it. It's in the rocks with waves crashing into it. I like the shading on the waves just with watercolor as opposed with more hatching, like I did in that picture with the seagull. The only thing, like I said, that I'll need to work on next time is in the clear separation of sea and sky. I should have just started with better colors. So there we go, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, sign up to my Patreon, and send me all your money. Oh, there's the brush I was looking for, rolled under my tablet. Have these brushes. When I do ink washes, I go through about, I don't know, 2 pieces of paper towel. When I do watercolor, I go through like 7 or 8. Although they're not full pieces of paper towel, I guess they're half pieces. Yeah, so the stream wasn't too bad. It wasn't as many views as my last one. I'm at 67. But I had a few streams where they went down a little bit, then they go up and down. And I haven't been streaming for a week, 7 days exactly, in fact, so that might have something to do with it. YouTube probably doesn't advertise it as much when you don't stream for a week. I never got the sky dark enough really to use this, but if I keep doing it, it's gonna turn to mud. Maybe I'll do one like this, but I'll an ink wash, and then I'll put solid black in the sky, and I'll try this sky for stars. If anyone else doesn't know what this is, it's just white ink. You can tell it's very painty because I can see where it's sticking to the sides already. It's kind of more goopy than most other inks. The ink I usually use. Winsor & Newton waterproof. No big inky mess as it should be. Oh. I think I went the whole stream tonight without making one Trailer Park Boy reference. I should probably get an award for that. Wow. Oh, you know what I forgot to do is put no face on the paper. The paper. I'll have to come up with one for wheat. There's some sketches I've been doing lately. Oh, big sketchbook. This one. Yeah, you were telling me season 7. I think you have maybe one more season, 7 or 8, where the director quits and it starts to get not as good. Although there's still lots of good stuff in the Netflix seasons. There, I just started drawing sometimes shapes and then hatching them or shading them. Just to practice shading from different directions. There's where I started practicing my little technique for waves with pen, although my thing's way too big. Not much there. Faces. Creepy faces, actually. Some value practice where I just, for pen control, practice doing a nice even gradient across. Not perfect at it, but some pencil stuff. There's the back of an astronaut, and there's a seagull on a pole that I used in that other painting. There's another weird shape hatching technique. And practicing wave crashings. And I don't know what happened to that guy. He's ready to fight though. I don't think I have much in this one. I like that guy. Pretty cool little way to use shading to bring out the texture. It's like you use just the highlights on texture to help bring them out through the black. I did that on that tower I worked on. Little staircase. Bo Bandy. Randy. Mucking around. Some different watercolor practice and mix. Notes on different things to practice. More value studies. There's where I first started practicing with disease. Lighthouse. Another little random shapes that I shade. That's good practice, just drawing random 3D shapes in perspective and shading them and see if you can figure it out. Like that first rock's a pretty good rock, I think. It's a pretty damn fine rock, if I must say. That one got a little 3D cube thing going on at the top though. I don't think I have anything. Oh yeah, futures. Some ink wash skies. Probably would have looked a lot better if I did that instead of the watercolor in this picture. Since there's already color down there, just do the ink sky with an ink wash. Make it great. Damn, that's what I should have done. You know, that would have looked great. Ocean came in pretty good there. There's an astronaut on the moon. I didn't use my white ink for those stars. I used my gel pen in a building with smoke coming out. And then different wash practicing. And that's it. And I practice a lot on my tablet. I don't really save anything on that though, unless it's something funny. Anyway, man. So there's 3 viewers on. Oh, if I get one more viewer, I'll be at 69. I'm at 68. You need to upload a sketchbook to it. Well, I need to fill up a sketchbook first, at least somewhat, before I worry about that, I think. At least a bit more. This is the Strathmore one for this picture in tonight. Got that warped a lot, but they tend to flatten out after you keep the book shut for a while. But I only have my you've seen all the pictures in this one. The Red Dead Redemption one. That nightmare. Crayon looking colored house. You know that one. It'll be fun when I finish this sketchbook. I'll probably finish it all on this page first, do a sketchbook tour, but then I'll flip it around and do the back upside down on the back of the pages. So it'll be like this way. Anyway, I guess I'll take a picture of that, upload it on these socials, as the kids say. I might need to flip the whole night down when I do it. Anyway, one away from 69. But yeah, I'm done for the night. I'll try to I've work tomorrow. I'll try to maybe stream tomorrow night. I don't know how many viewers you get on a Friday night, but definitely over the weekend I think I'll stream earlier and I'll probably be able to get some viewers then. I feel like you get a lot more young people streaming on the weekends, early in the day. But anyway, thanks for everyone for watching. And I'll see your next stream there, Phantom, Mr. Payne, and see everyone else.